MERCAZ USA is the Zionist arm of the conservative movement. It is the voice of conservative Jews in the United States on issues relating to Israel and Zionism. It was founded as a way for the conservative movement to bring its own particular values and particular agenda regarding Israel and regarding Zionism before the World Zionist Organization and the Jewish Agency.
The nature of MERCAZ is to be the political arm of the conservative movement in the Zionist movement.
North American Jews can't vote in Israel, but there is something that you can do that makes a big difference to what goes on in Israel, and that's your support of MERCAZ. MERCAZ is the conservative Zionist organization. I can remember hearing about it when I was a teenager and knowing in the conservative synagogue that I grew up in that we were intended to be connected with Israel throughout our lives.
We are able not only to get some funds to conservative Masorti projects in Israel and overseas, but also to be able to convey the message of Masorti Judaism, to convey the message of pluralism, to make sure that our voice is heard.
In Israel, the non-Orthodox groups, conservative and reform, are not funded by the Israeli government. And one of the only means of public funding that we get is through the Jewish Agency and the World Zionist Organization. And that depends to a large extent on the representation of the conservative movement in the World Zionist Organization.
Our synagogue supported us to come and visit Israel, and eventually I came and made my life here. Today I spend my time making it possible for other young Jews from around the world to come and study in Israel.
Israel and American Jewry interact. They're two parts of one whole. And by creating communities and opportunities here, we can better support each other and create a Judaism that best suits all of us.
And that's why the forthcoming elections are very important, because if we have more people joining the organization, we therefore have more delegates to the next Zionist Congress, and that helps us get the funding that we need.
Every member of a conservative Masorti congregation all over the world should be a member of MERCAZ.
The way we specifically can do so is by registering to vote in the Zionist Congress elections, which will be taking place at the beginning of 2015, and by electing MERCAZ as a representative to the Zionist Congress.